Hello everyone, welcome to another fun-filled edition of the Spare Change Challenge. This is episode 56, being broadcast on Twitch and also on YouTube. So wherever you are joining me from, thank you for joining. I already have 4 tables going. We're getting a few minutes early head start today, but that's okay. We may finish a bit early. It's Friday, I know. It's Free Money Friday. We shouldn't be finishing early. But it's Friday. This isn't my profession, right? So I don't have to necessarily abide by the rules governing poker profit when it comes to when I want to play. I'll play when I want, and I'm sticking to it. If I don't feel like playing, I'm not going to do it. So with that being said, I'll play till at least 4 o'clock. May go a little longer. So we'll play a good hour today anyway. I do want to help with the kids' dinner. So 4:30 would be the longest I would go today, and that's an hour and a half. Unless I just change my mind, that's possible. We'll start out with the plan and adjust accordingly. This doesn't look like a great table, but we will certainly play aces. Somebody pick up a big hand, please. Let me cooler somebody to start here. That would be pretty sweet. It's time for a 3-bet. You look aggro. You know you want to. He's thinking about it. Nope. Looks like we're just going to take the blinds down. This is pretty terrible. Terrible table. Terrible. This one, however, may be better. Bottom left. And bottom right. I saw a guy limp at a full ring table, so that's why I sat here. I think it was this guy, or was it this guy? One of those two, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter, they're to my right. Get off this one. We're gonna have to just protect here. It's bet fold on the turn. Well, F you for that run out. Yeah. The fish fished and he caught a fish, it looks like. Yay, chop pot with 5 high, I'll take that. So we flopped the Nutter Butters here. Or at least a stack off Nutter Butters. Not really the nuts, but I'm certainly not going anywhere with an open ender and top pair. So if he's got me beat, good hand, sir. I've got outs. This is close, but because I'm early on this table, I err on the side of aggression, just to build an image. Okay, we get in very good here. If we can holds, and we do's, so that's a good start. Double up on our first all in. I mean, it's 25 and L, but we'll take it. We get a pretty crappy call from this player here. Poker is real. That's what I'm saying. Hello to those just joining. I just took a shower and my ear is itchy. Do I have soap in my ear or something? I don't think headphones and a recent shower really go together. Just a little. Thought it was dry. Might be growing some kind of fungus underneath these things. That would not be good. So I did update the graph. As you can see, variance is starting to come visit us again, just for the last few sessions. But you knew that. I mean, you've been watching. The positive thing is look at the orange line. I mean, I mean, I can't argue. I'm getting a good spots. But we had just gotten back to break even with EV, and look what happens. It takes a right turn, and now we got one of those dragon was it dragon jaws? Dinosaur jaws? What did you call it the other day? I can't remember. This doesn't look like a great table. We do have this guy, so we'll raise this, but yeah, I'm just not so sure about this table. This one actually turned out to be pretty crappy itself, so... Well, actually, let me move my heads around first. Yeah, not that great. I don't know why that... This guy limped on the first hand and I saw him, and look, he's 17-0. He's only played 2 hands. He gave me a false sense of security. So we get what we want. We're called by this fish here. We have some showdown value, but I think these type of players will just play straightforward. We're just going to raise if he bets. We're going to c-bet if he checks, and just play accordingly. We're going to check back. We're going to have pretty good visibility on this turn. I think we can just bet this again and get him off some hands that might have floated. We're just going to ship this against a 60-10. I think we can call this and just play turns. Fold this. I mean, if he has 6-8 or a set or something that's beating us, good game, sir. But you are going to have me beat. So we get called by flush draws, worse 7s, pocket 8s, pocket 10s, something he might have slow played. We're actually hoping he has a hand like pocket 10s or something aces. But unfortunately he does not. And this is a crappy table. So we go bye-bye. And we'll leave this one as well. I mean, it's freaking Friday, right? Wasn't it like this last Friday? Games weren't very good. But we're going to keep poking away here. There's a 2-handed table. Let's see what that looks like. This guy's 15 bucks. Are they playing? Let's see what he does real quick. Okay, he limped. Not necessarily meaning he's a fish, but it's a good indicator. We'll go ahead and get to his left and see what happens. Looks like our fish are to the left on this table. Not good. Lumber Kings. Were we already on that table? I can't remember. Welcome, welcome to those joining. Why is it not letting me play? Maybe that was just a long hand and I wasn't paying attention. Or did it skip me? Maybe somebody sat out. Sometimes it does that. Well, it looks like we're going to get to play now with our suited ace of 8. Yeah, I'm going to squeeze this. First hand on the table. Definitely err on the side of aggression. 3-handed, I think we have to. Worst case scenario, we've got 33% equity, right? Ouch. Well, there we go, 33% equity. Diamond on the turn? Okay. Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's kind of bad luck, but it's okay. It's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. Would have been nice to get there. Wow, that's not a good sign. Okay, now I was thinking about shipping this against this fish, but I guess this net 3-bet, so we can just fold and get off this table. I guess we'll we'll try and hang around here to see what they do, just for curiosity's sake. I mean, if we see some kind of crazy hands show up here, we may stay. What's this guy doing? Sitting out now? Well, shoot. We probably will leave too then. Yeah, we're out of here. Damn it. This guy's 3-bet. Now 2 out of 4 hands, but that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, I'm in early position. I'm just gonna have to give him credit here. I'm not gonna go crazy with the 9s here. So we gotta refresh our tables and start again here. You notice we lost our first all-in at 50 and L, which is like 4 straight sessions we've done that. I don't like that. I like to win my first one at 50 and L. This guy's steal my seat, bastage. We may have been on this table. I'm not sure. Yep. I'm not feeling this table. Let's keep plugging away. We've been on that one? Yeah, I think so. Come on, my expectations are better than this for a Friday. Where's all the whales? I was looking at WPN. They've pretty much caught up with Ignition in quantity of players, I think. Which is kind of surprising. But I think Ignition's lost some players, probably just because they moved from Bovada to Ignition. But I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the games on WPN are not worth taking a look at. Maybe micros, they'd be fine. Sorry, I was yelling at a kid. Or talking to a kid, which developed into a yell. So yeah, about HUDs, just depends on where you play, what kind of poker you play. Oh, yeah. I mean, I use Hold'em Indicator. Ah, sorry about that. ad tried to pop up in my head. Alright, so this guy limped. This might be a good table. Too early to tell here. It's looking promising though. This one just not sure yet. Small sample. This one not sure yet. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm not having much luck with tables, am I? This is possibly a fish here. We'll wait and see. I mean, I like to have them directly to my right, especially on a Friday. Seems ridiculous to have to chase fish around. Should just be more available. But we know the games are getting tougher. I know that. I still want to make money though. Don't want to sit here and grind with regs, even if they're bad regs. I mean, basically I just beat the rake and then some. That's no fun. I don't get to play that much, and when I do play, I want to have a high win rate. So I think this is a good board to check back and just realize it's maybe some. Try and just improve in some way, I guess. This guy showed a pair. Had my hopes up there for a second. I'm just gonna check this back. Try to improve in some way. We have showdown value. I'm just going to keep checking. We're probably good often here, often enough that we don't need to bluff the river. If somebody leads, probably not a call. I don't know. Not on this board. It's tough to say. So we do take it down here. That's good. They both had showdown value. That's good. Yeah, we'll just leave this one. We're going to keep grinding. Yeah, we'll leave this one too. Man, where are they? Here, fishy, fishy. I may just quit and play some freaking sit and goes if this keeps up. I mean, for reals? What's going on here? Alright, if I don't see some whales or fish to my right very, very soon, this is promising, although this guy's to my freaking left. Hit a 9. Okay. Beautiful. I mean, he's to our left, but the good thing is these guys might be on tilt now. Then we do have a fish on the table, so we'll definitely give this a couple. And this guy just limped. This might be a good table. probably just lead any flop here. We're not going to play heads up with this guy, although he might be pretty bad. Let's see. I just don't want to play heads up right now. Rally monkey, whatever the hell that means. Yeah, we'll defend with the king 10 suited in a three-way. We're going to try and get somebody off an ace high here. Yeah, this guy is pretty big. I mean, a lot of times this is strength when you see it. I mean, he is on the button, however, so I think we just have to put it in. I mean, it's nines, right? It's not sevens or eights. If he has a pair better than that, I mean, it's just another freaking cooler, right? It's definitely plus EV. Trust me. We will defend the king jack off. I think it's right at the bottom of our range for that. Again, the small blind. And it's a pretty dry board. A lot of times against the button open, we'll have the best hand here, so we have to at least check call one street. We do pick up some equity, so that's good. And wow, okay. Hopefully just has a queen here and we get paid. Pocket queens would be gross, wouldn't it? I mean, wow, the same hand. I guess that's the lesser of two evils, right? We really wanted to blank on that river, didn't we? So we could just bet and take the pot. Instead, we just end up feeding the freaking rake. I'm just going to check fold on that turn. I think we'll just do a small ISO here. Just because I don't mind playing a pair in position, it's much more likely to be good on the flop. I don't give a lot of credit to leads, but I think a raise here is actually best. It doesn't have to be a big raise. I just wanted a chance to get the money in now with his weak queen. It's actually a pretty lousy damn turn card. For one thing, it completes a lot of hands that I could have, and might get him off a hand like pocket nines now or something. Whatever. I still think he calls with a queen though, but it wasn't the best turn card. I'd much rather see a deuce there. I mean, anything besides a freaking 10. I mean, I guess a worse card would be like a king or ace. Maybe not, I don't know. Generally, when you have a strong hand, you want cards away from the range of the cards that are on the board. It just makes it less likely for you to get value. It also increases the likelihood you could be sucked out on too. But I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, every contingency is going to come eventually if you play enough hands, so... Doesn't really matter, just have to maximize the one you're playing right now. That's all that matters. Nice to flop a set though. So we have a 80-60 in the big blind. So we're going to try and go after him a little bit. Unless he just is 3-betting every hand, then we'll play accordingly. I think we can check back with showdown value. We can raise a lot of turns, kind of like fire with fire type thing here, and maybe improve as well in the turn. Now we just have to bet. And we're not having much trouble here, much luck here finding tables. Or staying on them, rather. There are fish. I'm seeing them. We're running okay. Except for the 1 all-in, we're running pretty okay this session. So, I think it was on that table. Try this one. Yeah, so maybe we'll play cash for a little bit longer, and maybe in like 10 or 15 minutes we'll switch to some heads-up sit-and-goes. Does that sound good? I like playing those. They're fun. Got a vacuum play here. I think versus a cutoff limp, we can shove ace not suited in a vacuum. I'm going to try and stab at this. Stabby stabby. Yeah, another award-winning crap table up here, it looks like. Ooh. No longer a crap table if we can get some action here. Come on. Somebody get jiggy with it. Yeah. Come on. Don't just fold. Ugh, this is so frustrating. Alright. I mean, if you got fives or deuces, sir, you just got me. Oh, spade draw. How do you know? How do you know it's always coming? I mean, that's actually a really good thing for us, because this guy may be a fishy. Or he may be. Well, actually, who had the ace-king? Yeah, this guy had the ace-7, right? Yeah. This guy flopped a king. This guy's basically drawn almost dead, and they run a runner spades. He had a low path to victory there. Indeed, a low path to victory. Yeah, I don't know about this here. Probably have to bet half pot to try and get him off a queen. That's our goal. Other than that, kind of turning our hand into a bluff, which is fine, but there's sort of some hands we can get some value from. Maybe king high, king tens or something. I don't know. Flush draws, flush draws. It's another award-winning bad table here. Suffering succotash. Yeah, we'll call with a queen jack suited. And whiff. Big whiffaments. That's pretty funny. I guess, was he priced in or what? I don't know. What happened there? Did he shove over with the spade draw after this guy? Obviously he has no fold equity, right? But he puts in the 4 high flush draw anyway. Good job, guy. That's what we want to see. This looks like a really good table. Fish, fish, fish. In this spot, you really just want hands that flop really well to ISO with. I mean, like 9, 10, 8, 9 suited, you know, Jack 10. And of course, any Broadway combination. Excuse me. My 4-year-old, I think, came in our room at 3 o'clock this morning. I never went back to sleep. Bleh. I was too damn tired to get up and take her back to bed, so I just sat there and stayed awake. How smart is that, right? I mean, we're not falling into a min 3-bet in position. Although, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, we can't. I think we have to float with the backdoor spades. Now we have an open ender. Wow. Bleh. I mean, I think this is just, we obviously have no fold equity, so it's just whether our price is good enough. So 10's not always an out here, but sometimes it is. So I think we have a solid 8 plus 4, that's 12 outs, plus 3 if you give the discount. 13 outs maybe. So we're going to hit 13 outs 27% of the time. So we need to be getting like 2.5 to 1. But if we do hit our draw, we're probably getting the rest in. So we have a, it's probably break even here, honestly. So I'm going to do it because it's break even. It's better to do it when you're, I mean, it's just all about the math there. You know, we're not really committing ourselves. He just gave us the right price, so we have to call. I mean, it's just a math thing. I mean, I guess we could just fold pre-flop, right? Or we could just fold that flop. True, right? True story. So I think the one place we could maybe just improve there is just fold the flop. When we're not deeper, you know. So that was probably our problem spot. But it's not a big deal. I mean, we only started the hand with like less than 30 big blinds, so it's just 2 bets. 2 bets. Because he did min 3-bet, right? So it was basically just 1 raise pre-flop and then 2 bets. And for 1 bet was really small too. So not gonna lose sleep over it. However, there are better spots against this type of player. So maybe we could just forego and just fold pre-flop. I don't know. Or just fold the flop if we don't flop huge. Like a flush draw or trip 6s, ace 6, or just an ace, right? Because we have an ace, so it's less likely he has one. So probably if we flop an ace, we just call, right? I don't know. Maybe we just fold pre-flop. I don't know. It's good to second guess yourself. But of course, if we hit a spade on the river, we're probably just happy now. And probably not even worried about it. Well, okay. How about an ace on the turn? That usually is what we want to see there. Just make him commit himself here with his ace X. Darn. Is he gonna bet something like an 8 or a spade draw on the turn? I think we have to try and get him to bet. We want to try and get the monies in. And he could just have like a float here too. Could have 8-5 and bet. Of course, he probably raises flops with that most of the time. So we're just gonna ship now. Hopefully we don't get coolered here. Puts him in really a crap spot if he's got like an 8 with a, I don't know, now a heart draw or something. Or just an 8 or whatever, you know. probably bluffing most of the time, or just bet folding. So what did he have? Just a 5? I don't get it. Why did he call there? I mean, I'm happy about it, but I don't understand it. I mean, I just always have to have a 3 when I do that, right? A 3 or a boat. Here comes the raise, because he's on tilt. Come on. Nope. Well, if I'd known that, I would have limped. Really strange that he just paid me off there. Not complaining, like I said. Okay, so let's play these revolutions and play some heads up sit and goes. How does that sound? You know what? This guy's 86.29. I should have called there in the small blind. I mean, whatever. We would have flopped a pair too. Probably saved ourselves some dough with the actual. Ah, we had ace 3, didn't we? Trip 3's for the win. We definitely would have won some more money here. Oh, shiitake. Probably have to call this river if he bets. Good thing he did not value bet his queen. Well, maybe we can, I don't know. He's only 1 aggression factor. Maybe we could find a fold there. Just depends on the sizing, I guess. Yeah, it's maybe a fold. I don't know. I'll go ahead and take a look at the sit and go situation here. Okay, how about this? Hopefully somebody bad sits with me here in a second. Bad at poker anyway. Maybe we'll plan on playing 3 of these just so we know there's blood. Either we win 2 out of 3 or win all 3. That'd be nice. I guess if we win 2 in a row, we'll quit. Maybe not. I don't know. It just depends on how quick they go. Sometimes these go quick, sometimes they go slow. Schwo. Welcome to those just joining the stream. Okay, so we'll wait for somebody to sit here. We'll give it, I don't know, about 2 minutes. If nobody sits, we'll think about doing something else. So smoke them if you got them. Oh, I wanted to make everybody aware that we've decided to go ahead and start the coaching program quicker than we expected to. Basically what it came down to was that we want to spend all this time building a bunch of infrastructure, a bunch of video content, all this other stuff, which basically just kind of takes the coaching a little bit out of my hands. Or do I want to just do a smaller group of people and do more direct hands-on stuff? And in the end, I just decided that I think it's better to do the latter, right? Just spend more time with each person. We'll build a video database eventually. I mean, we'll do coaching sessions, which we can put up on the site for everybody to look at. And I just thought it'd be much more, I don't know if the word's intimate, experience for players. You just get more access to me rather than just me saying, here, go follow these charts and go watch these videos for a couple months and I'll see you then. I mean, that kind of just sometimes could disenchant people or cause a disconnect. I think I'd be better off starting people a little more advanced, or just if you're already intermediate or advanced, it wouldn't be that advanced, and just spend a lot more time up front with you, start you at slightly higher stakes, and just get you off and running at a better pace. And it'd be better for everybody, because if I just have a bunch of micro people just kind of just bumbling around on their own, following my stuff, you know, it's going to take them a lot longer to get better and make some money themselves, and it's going to take a lot longer for me to make any money off of it. So in order to, my time is limited, you know that. So if I'm going to put a bunch of time into this, I just want to make sure people are getting a good value and I'm getting paid something for my time. You know, I have too many other things going on. I can't just do, even though I enjoy it. I mean, this is fun for me, but I want to make a little side income off of it too. You know, I'm not going to lie, it is a business for me. So if you want to check that out, go to my website, automaticpoker.com. And it's not completely set in stone yet, but pretty much is. And go to training, learn poker training, and online poker coaching is I'll give you the address here. But just check it out and see if it's something you're interested in. You could start with as little as $200 playing 25 and L. I'll basically just give you charts which are exactly what I'm doing when you're watching this Twitch stream. Pretty much. I mean, I tried to copy as close to my thought process into these charts. So you can follow those initially, start slow. We'll help you out, you know. If you're a little confused by them, we'll give you a more basic way of reading the charts. Basically, it's just learn vacuum ranges, and then we're going to spend all our time telling you when to vary and how to adjust to other players. That's it. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff, right? But learning that stuff on your own is pretty damn hard. So my goal is just to speed up your ability to make profit, and in return, you pay me part of your profits each month. Once we're done with the program, you're going to have a bankroll good enough to take a shot at a higher stake. If you do my $200 starting program, which is small stakes program, by the end you're going to have $3,000 bankroll, and you can take a shot at 200 an L, or just keep playing 50 an L, 100 an L if you're happy with that, or if you want to just wait till you're a little better before you take your shot, cash out a couple grand and just keep grinding 150 an L, and then once you get up again to where you could take a shot at 200, decide at that point, or just grind out your $15, $20 an hour and be happy. Whatever you want to do, it's, you know, it's your choice. But I just want to give people the opportunity to get better faster. That's what I mean, it's there's no bullshit about it, you know. It's just, I think I can help people get better at poker faster. And if people want to get better at poker faster, give me a try, you know. So I'll give you the link here. And you can check that out anytime you want. But we have a tournament to play now. Let's do that. So we're going to start out with the normal strategy of just opening 100% until we're given a reason not to. And this guy's folded the first two hands, so we're just going to give him an immediate preliminary read that he is a tight potential reg. So we'll see. Maybe kind of neat. We're going to lead with 2 overs. We're going to try and build an extremely aggressive image here. He's going to have a lot of weak aces in his range here, so I don't think barreling off is good. I think if he was going to fold a 6 or a 3, he would have done it on the turn. So I just think he's going to have like ace 5 here a lot. We probably won't get to find out because I'm sure he's going to bet an ace. So we'll just now check back, or check and give up. I mean, I'm sorry, just fold. So yeah, we're just going to keep raising. If he's going to play this way, and let's keep raising every hand until he adjusts. Right, we'll defend with the ace 5, certainly. We have backdoor diamonds and ace high. We're going to protect our hand. He could definitely have checked back like a queen or a 7 here. So now we'll just try to get the showdown. Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate that. I think I'm going to fold here. I just got to read this guy's pretty tight. I'm pretty sure he's just going to have me here most of the time. I mean, Jack 10 got there. He could have Queen 9. He could just be doing a thin value bet with the Queen. We'll keep in mind that he could be owning us on some rivers. But I'm just going to have to be convinced of that before I go with that read. I'm going to bet here, potentially. At least bet. Yeah, it's a pretty dynamic turn card. I think we just have to fold. Probably have the best hand, so we'll start with a check call here. We're just going to try to get to showdown. That's a pretty good river card. He's not likely to have an ace. He's not likely to bet, so we're just going to take our hand to showdown here. If he bets, it's just a bluff most of the time. I mean, it's either a weak ace or a bluff. We'll have to call with a pair here just because it can end the tournament instantly, and we haven't read that this guy's tight, so I think we're going to be able to get it in if we happen to get lucky and hit a set here. We do flop a gut shot, so I think we have to peel one street. He could also have just ace king here, ace queen. He's not going to like that turn card if he has ace king. If he has a big pair, he's just going to bet again, but otherwise he's probably going to check here, so I think we could safely just fold when he barrels like that. He's kind of pwning us situationally here, isn't he? I mean, he could just be... I mean, we haven't seen many showdowns, so maybe he's a good player. We just don't know yet. I'm going to limp the ace-king just because I want to see how he reacts to a limp for future reference. And we can definitely continue if he happens to raise us pre-flop. We're going to defend the 6-4. He's not stealing very wide, so we're not as pressured to defend that wide. But we're going to continue with our 100% opening range. He's fold to steals half the time. We'll continue c-betting 100% unless I find out this guy's just a station. Has he folded to a c-bet yet? He's 0 for 2 now. Doesn't really mean anything. I may raise this river just depending on what he bets. Definitely raising. I think I can rep a jack here and get him off at 6, 7, all of his ace high flush draws, king high flush draws, that type of stuff that's beating us. We're just going to plug away here, try to get back in this. Not in too big of a hurry. The blinds are low. These aren't too fast of a tournament. Probably have a ton of showdown value. However, it's a really dynamic board. It's just going to be tough to get a showdown. I think we have to protect our hand now, though. So as bad as we've run in this tournament, we're still only down a couple hundred chips, so not a big deal. I mean, back to even anyway. Looks like he might be stealing a little wider now suddenly, so we'll have to keep that in mind. We may need to start defending wider. He may have just been nitty for the first few hands. We're going to insta-check back to under-rep our hand. Now we're just going to call. It's a pretty crap river. Obviously he could have us beat now a lot. I think it's a damn good card for him to bluff though. So I'm going to have to call with my, I can't fold top pair. So we do know that he can bluff now. That's a good read to have. And that's another good way of, that's another good thing about the line we just took, is we learn something about what he's doing. I'm just going to try and check it down. I'm not going to try and protect my hand. We know he bluffs a lot, so we might just call this river. Well, not bluffs a lot. We know he bluffs at some point. Some players just don't bluff, but this guy apparently will fire some rivers. We got him to bet 2 streets with his ace high. So we got maximum value out of our top pair, I think. We'll defend this hand. Start with a check call here. It's a good turn card because he'll just give up on that card a lot. I think we can check call this river now. It's going to be hard to get any value from him, so we just have to check call. Let's definitely keep up the aggression. I'm going to check back. There's a lot of check raises in his range here, and I don't want to build a giant pot with a dirty open-ender. I don't think I have a lot of fold equity, so I think checking back is better than betting. Now we can kind of just control the size of the pot and still win this pot without making a hand. I think he's going to... It's going to be really tough to get him off anything. He's not going to fold a 9, 7, or queen, certainly. So I think we could just give up here. He's not folding that. So I think that's a good spot just to give up and wave the white flag. We realized our equity. Mission accomplished. Unfortunately, he just had a pair. There's nothing we can do about that. If he doesn't have a pair, we just win that pot. We can protect our hand here a little bit. We have the king high. I'm going to take a break from opening. I've just been opening about every hand. I'm going to pick a couple hands here and there to slow down with. Definitely will defend with the 3s. We're going to check call because we have 3s. That's a pretty bad turn card. I mean, sure he's going to bluff, barrel that card a lot, but we just don't have a hand that can withstand 2 streets, because if he bets here and then bets 500 on the river, there's nothing I can do, right? And on that board, he's going to have a lot of equity anyways against our hand. So that's a spot where we could call and be good, and then he catches up on the river, and we just built this giant pot just for him, right? We'll definitely bet the ace. Definitely don't want to play this guy again. There's better opponents to play than this. Definitely defend the jack 7. Definitely just going to call. I mean, he's not going to double barrel on an ace high board that often without an ace, so I think we could just safely... I mean, he could have just picked up a diamond draw or have 8, 9 too, but I think it's just better to fold against this particular player. I think he's playing pretty straightforward. He does bluff in some opportunities, but I think he's playing... I think he not understands board textures, but I think he's pretty easy to read on most board textures. I think this is a good board to check raise, just as a complete bluff. I just think he's not going to have enough hands to continue here most of the time. It's pretty easy just to check fold the turn if he does call us. He does a pretty quick call, so we can just check fold. We haven't been check raising much, so we have some credibility there. And there's a lot of hands we can check raise there. So I think most of the time we're just going to take it down. See, he's just playing pretty much fit or fold when he's in the big blind. So honestly, we could just be playing really tight in the big blind. We may be defending a little too wide here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I may not want to instant check this back. I mean, if he takes that line again where he bets, we can't really stand up to it. So I don't want to at least instant check back. I think we can call 1 street. He may be less likely to bluff us on the river because we called him down last time with a marginal hand. So I think that means we can fold this. Maybe we can c-bet the flop too, I don't know. Looks like he's playing just about every hand now. We're just going to lead with our bottom pair. Just plays much easier when we do that. It'll be hard for him to continue with just an 8 or some kind of gut shot or something. He's playing pretty straightforward in the big blind, so I see no reason not to continue opening like pretty wide here. I mean, I wouldn't read too much into these 3-bets. I think he's probably just picked up a couple strong hands. Because usually when people are going to be real 3-betty, they're going to be more so early on in a match. And we're just not flopping anything. We're not picking up any hands right now. So we kind of just got to weather the storm and just play a little tight here. And hopefully he chooses the 3-bet again. Maybe this is a thing with him. I don't know. I'm going to check back. I think we just have to protect now. It's unfortunate we couldn't get it in there. You always want to get value out of your big pairs, right? I guess we have to defend the 5-6 suited. We're just not flopping anything, are we? It's been one of these card dead, flop dead type tournaments. That's okay. We could still win. We don't have to get cards to win. Yeah. Looks like he's now in the shove fold mode. I mean, we're just at about 20 big blinds, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, it might be look like he thinks we're down low enough that he can just go into headhunt mode here. So if that's the case, we can be a little bit tighter on the button. We want to kind of conserve for when we do all in. We want a decent stack after we double up. We don't want to still be short after we double up. I think we can lead this. I could see him limping buttons to trap us with an ace, so I kind of just have to give up now. It's unfortunate. We just have to get it in now. I probably could open shove that, but wow, every big blind hand I have is like deuce 3, 10 deuce, 6-4. It's insane how bad my cards are. Alright, so we'll just c-bet this and hope he doesn't have a king, ace, or 3. Trying to just chip away here a little bit, so when we double up, I guess we'd be chip leader now, right? I think we have to try and flop something here. We flop a 10, that's good. Yeah, it's kind of a gross spot. I mean, I think he just checks back a lot on this turn, though. He hasn't really been checking back though much, has he? He's just been pretty much full steam ahead when he bets the flop, so maybe check calling isn't the best. Maybe I should start leading those spots. Not that I have an opportunity to even do that. Now the blinds go up, I just have to shove my 7 big blinds. Here. Pretty much in shove fold mode here. I really like to have a bigger stack when we get to shove fold, but whatever. We can play this scenario well. I'm pretty good at these spots. These blinds get high. Why did it get small again? Let me see if I can get the scene switcher up higher. I mean to work here. So we are on turbo table 1. Table 1. That should do it there. Yeah, I just have to get all those added in. This is close. I think I'm just going to have to fold this one. If he starts shoving every hand, I just I'd have to do that. I can't let myself get below 500 chips here, so yeah, it's a little dicey right now. We will call it off if he shoves this one. Yeah. Ah, can I catch up? Thank you. Hold. Yes. All right, we're back in it. That's all it took. And unfortunately, we didn't have a bigger stack when that happened, but we're close to even again. I mean, it's close enough. It's close enough that he just can't run us over now. Yeah, we're just going to be patient here. And we're just going to play ranges, right? I mean, I think Queen 3 suited is at the bottom of our range here, but we have to shove it. We can't let him just... I mean, we have to play pretty unexploitably here. We don't have to call with a King 4. Not anymore. I think it looks stronger if we just min-raise. Apparently he just has a monster. That's unlucky for us, because that's the only hand that could do that. It would be a monster. Yeah, we just have to shove the King 10. May the best cards win. Yep. We'll take a queen now. So we now have a dominating chip position. All it took was a little bit of patience, right? He's going to be shoving a very wide range here, probably, so we're going to have to call really wide. We can also shove really wide, not that wide. If he's going to fold at all, we can choose some hands to fold. I don't know what his point of showing us the Ocho Cinco is. We're definitely calling this. Snap calling it. What do you do? Leave 33 chips behind? Yeah. Alright, can we hold? Deuce? Deuce? Ah. Thought we had it. We're still in the chip lead, it's fine. It sucks. All we had to do was fade one card. We couldn't do it. That's alright. I mean, we were down to 600 chips at one point, so we should be happy with our position. This looks like he's in shove fold mode, so I guess I'll do that. I can't call that. I guess if he had 1,000, we could. We're going to try this again, just for the hell of it. Is he just picking up a hand every time I do this, or does he have some kind of read on me? I mean, obviously, I would normally be doing that with monster hands. I would just be shoving my marginal stuff. Maybe he doesn't think that way. Maybe we'll have to shove our marginal stuff. I mean, yeah. Raise our strong stuff and shove our marginal stuff. It's not quite good enough. 15 big blinds. I mean, if we were 8 big blinds, we would shove the 3 deuce suited. Pretty close here. I think he's playing pretty tight though now that he's even stacked, so I don't think we have to get too crazy here. Wow, he's playing really tight too. Now let's see if he's actually... Oh, that tells me he just had a hand every time he did it, because he didn't even think about it that time. I'd love to call that. Okay, we can call this off. Wow, he called. Okay. Just going to check back, try to get the showdown here. I don't know if he's going to stab or not. Okay. Calling with Queen 7 suited for high big blinds. That's pretty weird. Ugh. Blinds go up and I have 9-4. But he gives it to me. Alright, we're almost to the point where we can shove extremely wide here. I guess. Okay, so we're up to almost to 2,000. That's the point where I just like to just be really wide on my shoves. If he had just folded that one, we could have just went crazy. This is a pretty long tournament. We're pretty good at those. Yeah, we'll shove. Damn. just right on the cusp. Yeah, he's going to shove this one at me. No. Right on the cusp would be able to shove any two. If we could just get him to fold one hand, just fold this one. Fold this one. Okay. Now you have 1,000 chips. I have 500 even if I lose this all in. So I can kind of do a really wide range here. I just need a random hand or better. Jack 5. And a Jack 7. Or Jack 5 suited. Anything Queen 7 offsuit or better is going in the middle here. That's certainly good enough. Okay, 10-9. Deuce, deuce, deuce. Deuce! Okay. It was a good battle there. Well done, sir. So we won our first one. Let's see if we have time to play another one. Kind of wanted to be done by this time. How long did that one last? I mean, if I knew it was going to last like less than 10 minutes, I would play another one, but that kind of took a while. Didn't it? I don't want to chance this being a 15 or 20 minute tournament, so I'm going to go ahead and end this, I think. We played over an hour. It's fine. I do like to play longer on Free Money Fridays, but I just got a lot of family obligations lately, and I just want to deal with those. Okay, so we finished at 519, so we're actually up today about $15. So even though we lost our one big pot at 50, and now I guess we grinded our way up good enough that we were still up money today. It's not bad for an hour. And if we won that one flip, right? Actually, it was a 70-30 where we had a diamond draw. We'd be at 550 right now. And as you can see by my graph, we're running pretty bad the last couple sessions anyway. So we'll keep chipping away, keep running it up here, and eventually break through and have a really good session. I can just feel that $100 plus session is coming soon. So once again, I just want to let everybody know about the coaching program. If anybody's interested, check it out. I would love to have you guys involved. I mean, I can't overstate how good of a value it is, because basically you're paying me nothing. You pay a security deposit. That's just because I'm going to give you a lot of upfront coaching, and I can't just have people, not that anybody's going to do this that's watching this, but I can't chance having people just come take all the initial information and then just disappear with it, you know. Basically, I'm going to give you an hour or two of my time right off the bat. We're going to get you set up. We're going to get everything customized for you. We're going to give you your charts. We're going to go over them. We're going to put quite a bit of time into you before you even start playing. I would say, you know, my coaching rate's like $75 an hour, so you're going to get like $200 worth of value minimum before you even start playing. That's my guess. Plus, on top, I'm going to give you my free ebook, which is another $10 value. I'm going to give you pretty much everything you need to get started and play like I do, if you want to do that. I mean, that's up to you. But I have a lot of success, and I think I could transfer some of that success over to other people. And you don't pay me anything until you make money. If things don't go well with you and you don't make money the first couple months, you don't pay me a dime. If you make money, we're both going to profit. So that's kind of the idea behind it. I have a lot of incentive to make you play good because I don't make anything otherwise. Once you complete the program, you get your security deposit back. We either go our separate ways. You sign up for another program if you want more coaching, whatever you want to do. But I'll drop the link in here right before this stream ends. And I'm not going to try and upsell this every stream, but it's a new thing, so I just want to make people aware of it. So be sure to check that out and think it over. Thanks everybody for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow.